Our names are Buzz, E, and Ness.
I'm going down south, I'm gonna have myself a time.
Friendly faces everywhere, humble folks without temptation.
Going down south, I'm gonna leave my woes behind.
Ample parking day or night.
Hey, I heard about Mr. Foster and Mrs. Foster's demerger on May 9.
Really? The Australian multinational who lives in the secondary sector?
Yes, the one with Carlton, United Breweries, Penfold, Wolf Glass, and Beringer in their product portfolio.
Did you guys hear about it on BBC?
Yes,
I can't believe it. Mr. Foster's been in the wine market for so long. 15 years, I believe.
And look here, Mrs. Foster is changing her name to Treasury Wine Estates.
Wait, why do you think they're downsizing?
well, it could be due to the appreciation of the Australian dollar. This has caused a decrease in customers overseas as their products are more expensive than those of their competitors.
So they need to find a way to lower costs.
And as Mr. Foster feels that Mrs. Foster's been a financial drain, they're deciding to demerge.
How is Mrs. Foster a financial drain?
The oversupply of grapes has caused the wine prices to fall, an external uncontrollable factor. This, in turn, has lowered the profit margins for Mrs. Foster.
While on the other hand, the beer business has been successful.
You know, the demerger may also benefit both Mr. and Mrs. Foster as they will be specializing on their core competencies.
Specialization can lead to more efficient usage of costs.
This can increase profit margins and thus they may have higher profit levels.
Oh, so this is why 99% of the shareholders is supporting the demerger.
By demerging, they're attracting interest from potential investors, which can raise equity or stock prices.
This can lead to capital gains for the present shareholders or higher dividends.
I hope they do realize that their decision wouldn't necessarily be profitable.
How come? I think it's a great idea. I mean, 99% of the shareholders voted for the demerger.
Well, by demerging, they are decreasing their profit share, and as market share has a direct correlation with the percentage of return on investment.
And decreasing market share may result in less return on investment.
Yup, and they are also decreasing the probability of them becoming market leaders. After all, there are so many benefits from becoming market leaders.
Like the fact that customers are probably going to be more willing to pay higher price may lead to higher profit margins, which can lead to more revenue. Also, market leaders can demand lower prices from suppliers. This can lower cost of production in the company, which may lead to higher profit margins or have more competitive prices, which can lead to more revenue.
This strategy may also not be successful because of the possibility of employees resisting to change.
Wait, you mean that employees actually get to say something in this?
Of course, this is a big chance for the Fosters. They're probably trying to decrease resistance to change by releasing this piece of news.
If the resistance to change is strong, staff morale may drop, and employees may begin to work to rule.
That will slow down production and reduce productivity, right?
Yes, and that's only one example of what might happen if there's resistance to change.
Another problem with this plan is the high cost. There is extensive legislation involved.
You're right. There's also the capital expenditure. That Foster's and Treasury Wine Estates may have to spend after the demerger.
Is it because there might be the overlap in assets that each firm needs?
Yes, I even heard that Greg During, an equities analyst at Macquarie, thinks that the divorce could cost as much as 1.1 billion US dollars.
That's simply insane.
Yeah,
Well, here's my house. See you guys later.